Have you ever helped someone only to realize later that your kindness was either exploited or unappreciated? Have you wondered if there are certain types of people you should avoid extending your hand to? Today, we will explore 8 kinds of individuals that, according to Buddhist philosophy, are better left unsupported. Prepare to discover how this ancient wisdom can enhance your relationships and bring you greater inner peace. Number 1. The narcissists often view themselves as the center of the universe and expect others to treat them accordingly. They have an insatiable need for admiration and validation, which can lead to constant demands for attention. This dynamic can be exhausting for those around them as their expectations often exceed the norms of a healthy relationship. When dealing with a narcissist, it's crucial to establish clear boundaries from the outset. This involves openly communicating which behaviors you find acceptable and which you do not, and staying firm on these standards. For example, you might decide not to respond to excessive calls or messages or refrain from participating in conversations that revolve solely around their needs. By maintaining these boundaries, you protect your emotional energy and avoid being consumed by their endless demands. Additionally, resist the temptation to reinforce their need for validation. Avoid praising self-centered or manipulative behavior and focus instead on providing constructive feedback when appropriate. By disengaging from one-sided interactions, you create space for a more balanced relationship. This approach not only safeguards your well-being but may also prompt the narcissist to reflect on their behavior and strive for a more respectful and reciprocal connection. Number 2. The perpetual ingrates are individuals who, despite receiving constant support and assistance, seem incapable of showing gratitude. This can manifest as a lack of a simple thank you, an inability to acknowledge others' efforts, or even an entitlement to further help without appreciating what has already been given. When dealing with ingrates, pay attention to signs that your efforts are going unrecognized. This may include a lack of reciprocity, where the other person never contributes to the relationship or supports you in return. Recognizing these patterns is vital to protecting your emotional well-being and preventing burnout from investing in people who do not value your contributions. Once you identify a consistent pattern of ingratitude, consider scaling back or even ending your involvement with such individuals. Scaling back might mean limiting the type and amount of help you provide to ensure it remains sustainable for you. In extreme cases, where there's no improvement despite efforts to communicate, you may need to sever the relationship entirely. This sends a strong message that your support cannot be taken for granted, potentially encouraging a deeper appreciation for mutuality in future interactions. Number 3. The cunning manipulators excel at using deception and charm to get what they want. They may initially appear kind and considerate, but their apparent goodwill is often a tactic to lower your guard and secure favors or support. To protect yourself from such individuals, it's crucial to remain vigilant and practice active listening. Pay attention not only to their words but also to their actions over time. Manipulators often adjust their behavior based on what they think they can gain from you, and their actions might not align with their promises. To counter manipulation, don't hesitate to ask probing questions or seek clarifications when something feels unclear or suspicious. This can force them to reveal more about their true intentions or even withdraw their request if they sense you're not easily deceived. Evaluate each situation carefully before committing your help, and don't let guilt or emotional pressure dictate your decisions. Remember, taking time to reflect before responding to a request is completely acceptable. Number 4. The energy vampires have a knack for draining others' emotional and mental energy without giving anything back. They often demand constant attention, make disproportionate requests, or lean heavily on you for emotional support. Their presence can leave you feeling mentally and physically exhausted. To manage relationships with energy vampires effectively, recognize the signs of their behavior. These might include feeling drained after spending time with them, sensing that you are being taken advantage of, or realizing the relationship is largely one-sided. Once identified, it's essential to establish and maintain firm boundaries. Limit the time you spend with these individuals and don't hesitate to say no when their expectations become unreasonable. Focus instead on relationships that are mutually energizing and supportive. Surrounding yourself with people who contribute positively to your life helps maintain your well-being and fosters a more sustainable and fulfilling personal environment. Number 5. The destructive critic. Destructive critics tend to focus exclusively on the negative, offering exaggerated, non-constructive criticism while ignoring anything positive. This relentless negativity can be discouraging and, if left unchecked, can harm your self-esteem and confidence. To shield yourself from such individuals, avoid internalizing their remarks. Remember that their criticism often reflects their own insecurities rather than an accurate assessment of your abilities. Maintain emotional distance when interacting with them, allowing you to hear their words without letting them undermine your sense of worth. Seek balanced feedback from people who are both honest and supportive. Surrounding yourself with constructive individuals who understand your goals can help you maintain a realistic and empowering perspective on your abilities, keeping you motivated despite negativity. Number 6. The opportunists are skilled at exploiting situations and people for their personal gain, often at the expense of others. This behavior can erode trust and create an environment of suspicion and competition. To navigate relationships with opportunists, set clear expectations and boundaries from the beginning. Communicate what behaviors are acceptable and remain consistent in enforcing these limits. Be cautious about sharing resources, information, or time with individuals known for opportunistic tendencies. Reflect carefully on past interactions before deciding how much to invest in such relationships. Building relationships based on mutual respect and reciprocity fosters a healthy and supportive environment, minimizing the influence of opportunists in your life. Number 7. The chronic victims tend to see themselves as perpetual victims of circumstance, blaming external factors for their problems while avoiding responsibility for their actions. This mindset often prevents them from taking proactive steps to improve their situation. Encourage these individuals to view their circumstances from different perspectives and acknowledge their role in shaping their experiences. Support should be conditional upon their genuine effort to take responsibility and pursue positive change. Collaborate on setting specific goals and monitor progress to ensure accountability. If, despite your efforts, their behavior continues to drain your energy, it's wise to reassess the relationship and consider stepping back to protect your well-being. Number 8. The eternal pessimists focus on the negative aspects of situations, often anticipating the worst. This outlook can be demoralizing and contagious, hindering problem-solving and optimism. To interact effectively with pessimists, counter their negativity with a balanced, optimistic perspective. Highlight potential solutions and opportunities for growth, even in challenging situations. If their pessimism becomes overwhelming, limit your exposure to maintain your own peace of mind. Surround yourself with positive, constructive individuals who reinforce resilience and optimism. This helps you stay anchored in a proactive mindset despite external negativity. Have you ever encountered any of these types of individuals? Share your experiences and strategies for managing difficult personalities in the comments below. Remember, how you choose to offer support can significantly impact your mental health and overall well-being. Recognizing and managing challenging personalities not only protects your energy but also fosters healthier and more fulfilling relationships. If this content resonated with you, please like and subscribe to channel. Share this with anyone who might benefit. See you in the next video.